We are going to start working on sets today. What sets are, it's just set notation. You have different symbols. I'm not going to read this to you all word for word. I'm not going to bore you with it. I know you're not interested with this stuff to begin with, so I'm just going to get into what you need to know. This box here, I actually pulled from the very bottom of your notes. This box is going to help you. It gives you your different symbols and the meaning of each symbol that we are going to be working with during this section. So the first one that we see here looks like an E. That E that you see just means is a member of. So you'll be given 2 or more sets, so a group of numbers, and you'll be asked, is a specific number a member of that set? Your E with a line through it, a diagonal line through it, it just means is not a member of, is not a part of. Your C with a line underneath it just means is a subset of. The C with a line through it means is not a subset of. Your equal sign you've seen before, your not equal sign you've seen before. Your U just means a union, which means both. So if you have 2 sets that are unions, you're going to include every single number that's included in both sets. And then an intersection is just the upside down U, and it just means what's included or what's the same in both sets. The majority of what we're going to work with today will be the union and the intersection, okay, as well as the member and the not a member of. What we start with in our first set of examples is the member, not a member of. So it tells us that let A equal 1, 2, 3, and 5, and B equal X, which X is a natural number less than 10. Natural even number less than 10. So your even numbers less than 10 that are natural, anything above 0, below 10, that's even. So that's 2, 4, 6, and 8. We're determining whether each statement is true or false. So for A, you'll realize that throughout your notes, your completed notes, every single question is completed. However, with the notes that we're doing, I've highlighted specific ones that I want to make sure that I get through with you. So for A, it says 3 is a member of A. So is 3 part of the set of A? Well, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, and 5. So literally, it's asking you, is 3 included in the set of 1, 2, 3, and 5? Well, 3 is in that set, so this one is true. For B, we have 5 as a member of B. Well, B is the even numbers 2, 4, 6, and 8. So is 5 part of 2, 4, 6, or 8? No, it's not. So this one would be false. 5 is not part of 2, 4, 6, or 8. So this is false. Gabby, what's wrong?
Are they always going to give you the parentheses with that? Like all you have to do is see if it's there?
What, like with the sets?
Yeah.
Yeah, they will. So like with this one, it tells you that for B, X with that line, X is an even natural number less than 10. What I would do for you on a test or a quiz is I would actually give you those numbers. That's why I have that arrow that's pointing up to the 2, 4, 6, or 8.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. For C, we have 4 is not a member of A. So is 4 included in the set of 1, 2, 3, or 5? So 4 is not a member of 1, 2, 3, or 5. That's true because 4 is not part of that. For E, A is equal to a natural number less than 6. Well, a natural number less than 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Or sorry, less than 6 doesn't include 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. A is 1, 2, 3, and 5. So is the set 1, 2, 3, and 5 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Because there's that 4 in that second set and the 4 is not in the first set, these two are not equal. So this is false. For F, we have B is equal to 2, 4, 6, or 8. So B is 2, 4, 6, or 8. Are these two equal to one another? Yes, they are. So this is true. So you see with these notes that I'm doing with you, they're not in your completed notes, but I actually took the screenshot of that table at the very bottom of your notes and imported into every section of your notes. So that way it's an easy reference to what these symbols mean. Eventually, you're going to have to know what these symbols mean off the top of your head. I don't expect you to know what they are now. However, like I said, eventually you'll have to memorize them and know. Okay, so in your homework, when you're working on this, it would be a good idea to do the same thing and import this box into your practice assignment or write these symbols that are important on the top or within that assignment so you can see exactly what the question is asking you. Are we okay so far? All right. So for the second part of your lesson, it goes into unions of sets. Unions just mean include all, okay? So what if you look here, we have let A equal 0, 2, 3, B is equal to 2, 3, and 7, and C is equal to 7 and 8. List the elements in each of the sets. So for A, we have a union of A and B. That just means to write down every single number that's in both sets together. So literally unions mean that two become one. So when you do this, you're just writing out all of the numbers for each of the sets. Okay, so if A is a union of B, that means that 0, 2, 0, 2, 3 is a union of 2, 3, 7. So because we're working with a union here, we're just going to write down all of these numbers and they're going to become one set. If they repeat, like that 2 repeats or that 3 repeats, we do not have to write them twice. We just have to write them once. So the union of these two is every number that's included. So 0, 2, 3, and 7. Again, these are with unions. So if it was something like, if it asked you for an intersection, then it's something completely different. These are unions, so you want all the members in both sets. For B, we have a union between A and C. So what are the terms in A? A is, the set of 0, 2, and 3. C, what are the numbers in that set? 7 and 8. So what are the, yes?
Can you scoot it over a little bit, please? Sorry, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Okay, so what are the members in both A and C? We want to include all of them. So we're going to do one set that has 0, 2, 3, 7, as well as 8. And that's our answer. For intersections, they mean the numbers that are the same in the two sets that are being compared. If there are no numbers that repeat themselves in both sets, then it's an empty set, which means we use that circle with a line through it. For example 3, it tells us to let A equal 0, 2, 3, B equals 2, 3, 7, and C is equal to 7, 8. List the elements in each of these sets. For A, we have A is an intersection of B. So with this, what's the same from A and B? So we want to list A, which is 0, 2, and 3. And then we list B, which is 2, 3, and 7. So what's the same for both of these? Well, the 2's in both of them, as well as the 3. So that's just the set 2, 3. For B, we have the intersection of B and C. So again, list all of the numbers for B. That's going to be 2, 3, and 7. And then list the numbers for C. That's going to be 7 and 8. So what's the numbers or number that's the same in both sets? Well, we have a 7 in both sets. So just the 7 is our answer. If you realize that with all of my answers, I put these braces around them, and that just represents the set of, okay? So with all of these answers, we're giving sets. Those braces have to be around the number or numbers that are in that set. And then the numbers are just separated with that comma. So the reason why we do this is because if there were parentheses around it, it would look like an ordered pair or a coordinate on a coordinate plane. And we're not representing ordered pairs here, we're representing sets, so we put those braces. For C, we have A is an intersection of C. So A, those numbers that are included in there, or in that set, are 0, 2, and 3. And then C is 7 and 8. So what are the numbers that are the same in both sets? We don't have any numbers that are the same, so this is the empty set. So it's going to be a circle with a line through it.
Miss Clay, do you ever grade notes?
Sometimes I do. So this week, since it's your first week, I'm not going to, especially since today I just told you about if you Zoom from your phone, you can see what I'm doing on the Zoom call and work on your iPad with your notes. A lot of you are using your iPad for both your Zoom call and doing your notes. So you're actually most likely missing, like, seeing what I'm doing on my shared screen with you. So I'm not going to count these, but sometimes I'll do like a week. I'll let a week go by and I'll ask you to turn in Wednesday's notes if we do notes on Wednesday. So it's just, it's going to be very random. Your homework or your practice assignments, though, I take all of those. Okay, so with your next section of your notes, we are comparing. So with this, it tells us to let A equal 1, 2, 3, 5, B is equal to 2, 3, 7, 8, and we place one of the symbols either equal to, not equal to, is a member of, is not a member of, in the blank to make each statement correct. So for A, we have 5 blank A union B. So A union B means the members of both A and B. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. Is 5 equal to that set? No, it's not identical, but 5 is included in that set. So it's a member of that set, and that's just that E symbol. For B, we have 5 blank, an intersection of A and B. So what are the numbers that are the same in both A and B? Numbers that are the same in both A and B are 2 and 3. So is 5 equal to 2 and 3? No. Is 5 part of 2 and 3? No. So we would write that E with a line through it. So it tells us that 5 is not a member of 2 and 3. For C, we have A union B, blank, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Well, A union B are the numbers in both A and B. So that's the set of 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. That is actually identical to 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. So these two are equal to one another.
Miss Glick, I don't understand that one.
So with A union B, it
Uh-huh.
just means you want the numbers from both A and B. So all numbers that are part of both sets. So that gives you A, which is 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7, as well as B, which is 2, 3, 7, 8. The 2 and the 3 occur in both of them, so you don't have to write them twice. You just have to write it once. So that's the full set of 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. That set you want to compare to the set they give you on the right side of that blank, which is the same exact thing. So that's why they're equal to one another. For D, we have A union B blank 2. So for this one, this 3 should not be there. For this one, your A union B is the numbers that are the same in the set A as well as the set B. So your set A is 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Your set B is 2, 3, 7, 8. The numbers that occur in both are 2 and 3. So A intersection B is the set of numbers 2, 3. With this one, you have 2, 3, and 2 that you're comparing. Well, 2, 3 is not equal to 2, and it's 2, 3 is not a set of 2. Yes, 2 is part of the set 2, 3, but in order for us to say that 2 is a member of the set 2, 3, the 2 by itself would have to come first, and it doesn't. So 2, 3 is not equal to 2.
Miss Glick,
Any questions?
when it's
Go
a
ahead,
set,
Brian.
it's equal and not equals, and then when it's a number, it's the is not a member, right? Or a member.
Right. Well, it depends on where the number is. So in this case, the number comes last. The number by itself comes last. So you're not going to ask yourself, is that number equal to the set, or is that number a part of the set? So it actually has your set of two numbers before the lonely number. So it has to be equal to.
And if it were vice versa, it would be the with the E with the line in it.
Yep. Yeah. 2 would be a set of 2, 3. So that question was, if 2 came before the set of 2, 3, we could say that that 2 is a set of 2, 3, or is part of the set 2, 3. Okay. So the next part of our notes goes into subsets. I'm not really worried about this. It is something that we should go over just so that way you have like a general representation of it. But again, I'm not really worried about it. Okay. It tells you in your little description that you have A is a subset of B. Okay. This just means that 2, 3, the set of 2, 3 is a subset of 2, 3, 4. So again, it looks like